Here's Johnny. No one is breaking through your door with an axe, at least not right now. As insane as Jack Nicholson appeared in the 1980 breakthrough movie The Shining, he is actually quite sane in real life. Some, however, are not acting when it comes to being psychotic. Throughout history and to this day, there are those who wish to harm others for reasons only they can know. Some of these individuals are well known from the past, while others you probably have never heard of. Think you know who we're talking about? Well, there's only one way to find out, so stick around because we're covering the top 10 most dangerous people. Number 10. The Homemade Arms Trader. Known formally as Cody Wilson, this intelligent individual has earned a place on the FBI watch list. Using his programming knowledge and ability to think big, Cody has been able to produce downloadable files for 3D printing of illegal weaponry. With the launch of his main work, The Liberator, the government would be on him before he knew it. The handheld style device is capable of firing a .38 caliber bullet without disarrangement of the plastic body. This was a significant breakthrough for the world, as anyone with a computer, internet connection, and a 3D printer could print a weapon anywhere. Before the US Department of State could intervene, however, the software had been downloaded more than 100,000 times. Number 9. The Ukraine Mobster. Being friends with the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, has its benefits, especially for a crime boss mobster. Semyon Mogovich has earned his reputation as Russia's most notoriously known criminal/businessman. With over 100 companies and 27 countries with different bank accounts, he has a steady source of income for the rest of his life. Semyon is wanted for drug trafficking, nuclear waste trading, along with contract murders and international prostitution. A $100,000 bounty is residing on the kingpin's head, waiting for anyone feeling lucky to seize the prize and end his reign. Number 8. The Masked Kidnapper. Earning his name in 2014 from kidnapping and holding hostage 223 Christian schoolgirls, Abubakar Shakar has gained attention from all over the world. The Islamic terrorist, known for being the leader of Boko Haram, which stands for Western Education is a Sin, is growing in interest. The extremist has been labeled for bombings and village massacres, with no end to his reign in sight. The Nigerian government is being called upon to reform their education system and reduce chronic poverty to try and help slow down the extensiveness of this violent spectrum. Number 7. The new cartel kingpin. For more years than most would want to count, Mexico has been home to violent crime, gangs, and drug-related negotiations. In recent years, Acapulco's crime has been on a rapid rise, as gangs take advantage of innocence and lack of security. The Sinaloa cartel is one of many that lurk the streets of Mexico, committing crimes such as money laundering. The leader of the cartel is Mal El Mayo Zambada, traffics narcotics into the US and Europe, along with a side hustle of kidnappings. With their communications network having been infiltrated by Homeland Security, the Sinaloa cartel has limited time before their operations will cease altogether. Number 6. The new leader of Al-Qaeda. Following the death of Osama bin Laden in 2011, the terrorist group, known formally as Al-Qaeda, required a new leader. This would come in the form of the Egyptian terrorist, Ayman al-Zawahiri, who wanted nothing more than to avenge the Muslims for what Christians and Jews had done to them over recent years. Along with the murders of non-Muslims, the relatively new leader has been trying to recruit members of ISIS to help fight the supposed alliance between Russia, America, Europe, Iran, and the Shiites. The US is on the hunt for al-Zawahiri to aid the global fight against terrorism. Number 5. The Secret Commander. Before his death in January of 2020, Qasem Soleimani was the Iranian Major General in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. With powers hailing from his relationship with Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Soleimani would intervene in Syria and evidently continue to keep President Assad in power. His main objective was to secure Iranian interests across the Middle East, which would more than likely result in conflict. Having been assassinated, Soleimani would no longer remain a threat to the US or Israel. Number 4. The Cyber Soldier. Captain in the People's Liberation Army, China, Sun Kailang is an intelligent super hacker that has proven himself worthy of the name. Sun has accessed 6 US companies related to the nuclear industry and has stolen trade secrets along with technical specifications. The main goal of this extremely talented hacker is to disrupt the US economy by cyber warfare. The only way to stop someone with Sun's capabilities is to create and upload a counter-offensive virus software to disable the source server before it can scan any sort of file. Number 3. Mr. Marlborough. Wanting to make Al-Qaeda a global terrorist group is a lot of work, but Mokhtar is dedicated to the cause. Leader and founder of the Al-Qaeda affiliate, Al-Morabitaun, Mokhtar has plans to mount attacks on Europe and operate coast to coast in Africa. Funded by the illegal sale of tobacco products, Mokhtar recruits returning Syrian jihadis for his terrorist campaigns. Mokhtar has escaped near-death accounts before, but the time for the Algerian leader may run out soon enough. Number 2. Ted Bundy. Born in Burlington, Vermont, Ted was not too social growing up. At a young age, he began peering into strangers' windows without a sense of shame or humility. Beginning in 1974, however, the strange young man would take a turn for the worse that would shock not just his own mother, but the entire nation. Within the years following, Ted would become known as one of history's most notorious serial killers. Having killed, murdered, and raped nearly 30+ women and girls, Bundy would be arrested and charged with the highest penalty of the southern state of Florida, death. On January 24, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed via electric chair as dozens watched on. Number 1. Charles Manson. Helter-skelter, believer and theorist, having presided in the beautiful state of California, is none other than Charles Manson. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio, Charles would leave an impact on the world like he never thought. Leader of his Manson family cult, Charles would demand his followers to do and act as he pleased. Beginning and ending in 1969, Manson and his cult would go on a killing spree that would ultimately lead to the death of Sharon Tate and 8 others. Manson was sentenced to life in prison, and on November 19, 2017, the most deadly and well-known killer of the decade passed away.